I saw Kurosawa's one more old film, 1947 film called One Wonderful Sunday. And this particular film, I saw it once, and I remember I enjoyed it. But again, I saw it a couple of days ago, and it is a small film, but it's wonderful, as the title indicates. And it's wonderful in a sense that this particular couple, young laborer, I would say, in Tokyo, around the post-war time, 1947, Kurosawa made a film at the age of 37, I think. And so, it's a very kind of his ideal or passionate, ambitious type of film there. And it's about this young couple who lives in Tokyo, but they cannot afford anything. They have only small amount of money to spend on Sunday, and they only meet once a week, Sunday afternoon. So they meet and they go out, and couple trying to find like a cheap entertainment, cheap coffee, and more or less like an enjoyable experience. Like looking at houses for sale, to see what kind of a house they can look in future, right? Because right now they don't have any money or anything. So they do that, but the rain started to come down, and it's like a very, very difficult. But they found this particular concert held. The flyers coming out to them, and it says, well, that the two type of seats, one is more expensive, the other one is cheaper. So yeah, we can go to this concert, Franz Schubert's Unfinished Symphony concert. So they decided to go, and there's a long line there. But just before they got into this ticket booth, the scalper, like a gang of scalpers, bought all the cheaper seats, and thinking of selling them in higher prices. So when they got to the booth, there were no cheaper seats available, and so that's the end of it. And so they are really disappointed. So they kind of blue and depressed about they cannot go to even the classical music concert they love. And but they're walking around, and this came up with this park where the outdoor concert stage was set, and there's nobody there. So they kind of pretend to be this particular conductor, and trying to play this Schubert's Unfinished Symphony. Okay, so probably that's the end of it. But this is a very small the film, but it's a big heart. And young Kurosawa's this feeling about I don't know, enjoying life, regardless of your circumstances, regardless of your struggling life. There is a lot of venues for entertainment, and I think that's not only entertaining, but also giving you this will for live, and that's most important. And think they almost felt like, wow, it doesn't matter, living or dead, but they kind of saved with this particular dream. They and so this particular thing that I really impressed with Kurosawa's this message-driven, especially to the young struggling people, that yeah, the life is full of things that you know, you cannot give up. And so for me, it's one of the most delightful thing is that early on, I think this particular movie as a background music, they use this Franz Schubert's impromptu. Dun, 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 and that is instead of a piano, the orchestral arranged music came out there. So wow, you know. Then I realized, wow, Kurosawa is a Schubert fan, and I am a great Franz Schubert fan. And indeed, I think the other music which is used for this particular movie is Unfinished Symphony. This Unfinished Symphony is very effectively used in this particular film. The beautiful music played there. And so evidently the Kurosawa is a Franz Schubert's fan at that time. So I was so glad to finding out that particular thing there. So yeah, it's a delightful film, and I think if you're a Kurosawa fan, I think if you watch this other films of around that time, you know, but this is kind of a black and white, but it's kind of a new type of movie making. 1947 is right after the war, and you know, I felt that Tokyo, for example, is like devastated by you know, bombings, damage, and everything. And but this particular movie, you know, doesn't show that particular broken Tokyo. It's very lively, and people are enjoying those cultural events, especially classical music. You know, and the classical music for Japanese people are very strong. I think that particular thing is very well depicted in this particular film. Yeah, I 100% recommend. Yeah.